Hi again. Just wanted to update you because I am another month in. So I just wanted to talk about, like I said, I promised the good, the bad, the ugly when it comes to carnivore diet. So basically, this month has been actually quite good. So I'm going to start with the bad because it's always best to start with the bad and then you end with the good. So here we go. So, because I'm only back in and jumping in, some of my health issues did come back because I took a 3 month hiatus. Holidays. Anyway, um, so this is the first time basically I've had my period, and it is a little bit on the painful side at the moment, but it's not debilitating. It's something that I can handle, so that's perfectly fine. So I'm just going to relax into that because I know personally after a few months everything will come right and it'll be okay, and I won't have any issues from from knowledge of doing this previously last year. Two, I did get an acne flare-up. Yeah, got a little bit of a flare-up. Nothing too bad. Just like little friend here is left. Nothing too bad, but it's also to be expected. Just I don't know whether it's a detox symptom or um, hormones balancing, but I suspect it could just be an issue of hormones balancing out. So I end up getting a bit of acne. Also, because my skin texture has changed, that might have something to do with it as well. So not really sure, but that's just how it goes. It happened the same way to me the first time I got onto carnivore, except it happened much later. So now that it's happening earlier, I'm crossing my fingers and assuming that that means it's going to end earlier too. So it's a win that it's happening earlier. Then for about 2 weeks this month, I got a bit of itchy skin at night, but remedied that by just basically doing a quick rinse off and taking my showers at night. I found that that helped. But after about 2 weeks of that happening, it hasn't come back. Everything's gone. So pretty much some people do get that too. They'll call it the keto rash or yeah, the keto rash or oxalate dumping. That's right. So that seems to be something that I definitely go through, but still no eczema. So that's completely gone. So I like that because I know I was starting to see signs of it come January. But now I thought I would get a flare up and then it would go away, but it just basically nothing. Like then it was just gone. So that's that's cool. So I know, yeah. So I sorted out the itching. That's done now. The acne will take a little bit of time for my face to completely settle. That's okay. I'm not stressed about it because, like I said, this is for healing. So I'm healing. They're just signs of healing. Unfortunately, with the healing crisis, sometimes things get worse before they get better. It is what it is. So, whether it's now dumping symptoms, your body getting rid of a whole bunch of toxins at once, or now that it's given the space to do so because you're not ingesting toxins, then, it could be that could be why that's happening. Now, the good stuff definitely outweighs the bad, so that's great. Now, my skin texture has changed. It feels more moisturized from the inside, which is always a bonus because it ends up being cheaper. You don't use a lot of moisturizer. I'm here for that. So, because I spend quite a bit on my moisturizer. But yes, now when my skin gets to this point, I barely use moisturizer. I can get away with putting on a very thin layer, and that's it. If I need it at all, to be honest, because I use a very mild soap in the shower as well. I don't use anything harsh on my skin. It doesn't. It like when I had eczema, it didn't respond well to anything harsh. So I've just learned through the years to use something very mild, and that's it. So basically, also my skin feels thicker. It's kind of hard to explain, but I don't know if I said it in the previous video. Basically, on my nose, because I would have allergies and I would rub my nose quite a bit, and my skin was so thin, there were times that I'd have like scabs just from the rubbing. So now I don't have that at all. Even when I wear my mask when going out, it doesn't irritate my nose at all. So that's also good, but I can also feel it in on the skin on my body. I can go out into the sun, not get burnt, and I'm totally fine sitting in the sun even at this hour, midday, and be quite comfortable for quite some time. I really just move out of the sun because now it's just hot, not because my skin is burning or uncomfortable, anything like that. So I really like that because there are days where I'm out a lot more. And I don't want to have to worry about my shoulders burning, my nose burning. So it's good not having to worry about my skin burning and peeling because that happened. It used to happen. So now I find that when my skin texture changes like this, I can actually sit in the sun quite a bit. So it feels thicker, it feels more refined and smoother as well. So that's actually quite nice. So yeah, I don't have the scales from the eczema, nor do I have like any bumpy skin or anything like that now. So that has definitely, I love that improvement. Um, of course, now I have less anxiety. If I feel anxiety coming on, like I said, a buttload of fat, and that usually sorts it out right out, and then that's it. So I've just been doing that well, obviously every day because I prioritize my fat over protein, and so it's really worked out for me. I have thicker toenails, but that is probably from because it takes a while before, especially toenails, start to change texture when you change your way of eating. So that is most likely coming from last year being on the carnivore diet full on. So that improvement is only now starting to come in as a bonus. And then also, I just feel less inflammation in my body, less puffiness. So that's it. I haven't bothered to weigh myself. Um, Excuse me. I haven't bothered to weigh myself. I don't just because it's not, look, the weight loss, sometimes, like when I first started carnivore, the first time I started, I gained weight before losing it. So I opted this time round to not weigh myself and constantly do that. I weighed myself in the beginning. I put my scale away. It is out of sight, out of mind. I'm only thinking about it now as I'm recording this video. Um, Basically, I just don't want to obsess over that because when I get onto the scale, it triggers my obsessiveness. So I don't want to have to obsess over that. So I leave it be. I'm gauging how my weight goes down according to how my clothes fit. That's it. I'm not going to weigh myself. I'll probably weigh myself, I don't know, at the end of the year or something like that. But I'm not gonna bother doing that. So I rather see how my clothes fit because my body composition is already changing now because I feel less inflammation. Also, I want to add that I stopped dairy about 3 days ago. That's why my sinuses are dripping. So, because dairy tends to, when I eat dairy, it tends to cause my body to produce more mucus or to have thicker mucus. So when I do stop eating it in a few days, like my nose will start dripping for about 2 weeks. Also, when I cough, like phlegm will come up and things like that. So it's just breaking up the mucus and getting rid of it. I love my dairy, but sometimes you just gotta take a break. So I figured 3 days ago, I was like, I'm good to quit dairy for today, and give my body that time to continue to heal and to heal faster. So that's it for today. I just wanted to do a month update because I started exactly a month ago, restarted a month ago. So I just wanted to let you know, and I'll be doing this on a regular basis, the monthly update. And I also think it's best to actually check in with yourself and see what you've improved, what issues came up, and to talk to a coach about it, anyone who is keto or carnivore coach about it, just so they can help you through certain symptoms or certain adaptation phases, whatever you're going through. So that was for me. Luckily, I already know what to do for myself. So it helps because I have, like I said, I've gone through carnivore already for a year. Well, it was strictly about 9, 10 months. Then, like I said, December. But it's okay because that's also a learning curve. So it teaches me that come December, I need to keep focused on my goals, right? So, because like I don't know if I shared it before, but my are basically to age gracefully. I do not want to be the type of older person with achy joints, and having considerable health issues because, yeah, I started having some of my health issues quite young. I was about 25, 26 when I started having health issues, and I just really felt like if I'm having health issues now, what is it going to be when I am 70? Yeah, it didn't look good. So for me, like I said, that is a learning curve for me, and extra motivation to just keep going because for sure the carnivore diet works. So that's the great thing. So I don't really have to stress or worry about any of these temporary things that come up, like the acne that I've been having, because I know it'll go away and my health will just continue to improve and my hormones will continue to balance. So that's pretty much it. Just wanted to give you the month update and see you next video.